Hello there, my name is Caitlin Maharg and I am here for my next vlog entry and I have an update for you. It's a big update. But my vlog, I figured out a name for it and it's going to be called Brewing the Emotions, and I have a history with Brewing the Emotions. I actually have a website called Brewing the Emotions. I had a blog on there. I got rid of it. I still have the domain, but there's nothing on it. I'm sorry. So you can look it up, but you won't find anything. Um, but the reason that I came up with this name and how I came up with this name was I was going through a breakup a few years ago, and my ex and I, we had broken up a few weeks earlier, and we had talked. We decided to have a phone call, and he was talking about how his life was going so wonderful. He got a new job. I wanted him to get a job when we were together. Why didn't he get one when we were together? He was living someplace different. Oh, I wanted him to move out of his mom's place. Now he did. Now that we're not together, his life was going wonderful apparently. And that's not what I wanted to hear. You're not really wanting to hear that your ex is going, is doing great, right after a breakup. It usually takes a couple years or longer. But yeah, so we had a conversation. He was telling me how wonderful he was. I was heartbroken over that. And after the phone call, I gave my best friend Tiffany a call, and I was crying to her, saying like, oh my God, his life is so much better without me. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why is he so happy? And she was just like, honey, he is brewing the emotions. He is probably at home right now crying, and he has like a pot like a witch, and he's just throwing a bunch of potions in there, things he can say to you to get you to feel the emotions, because he wants you to feel the emotions like you made him feel emotions. She said he's brewing the emotions for you, and it made me feel better. I was like, so he's not happy? And she's like, yeah, he's not. I was like, yes. And that's how I came up with or how she came up with the name, and then I decided to use it. So my vlog is going to be called Brewing the Emotions, and that's what it's going to be about. I'm all about being, I want people to be genuine, honest, compassionate, and weird. Pretty much, like, you just gotta be yourself and be authentic and good and tell your story. I'm going to tell you my story, and you can share your story with me. So it's just all about opening up and being our true selves. So for this next entry, I want to talk to you about me being 30 years old. And I mentioned this in my other one, that I was 30. And this year has been a huge year for me. And before I was, I had turned 30, when I was 29, my friend, she's like 34 years old, she told me, she's like, when you're 30, things change. You just don't care as much anymore. She's like, everything, those ideas you had in your head, they go away. She's like, I used to never go out of the house without makeup on. Now I don't give a shit. I don't care, like, about my body. I used to feel insecure about my body. That's gone away. She said in terms of relationships, she's like, when I was in my 20s, I would act nuts. She's like, I would be texting him, calling him, asking him where he was. If he didn't tell me where he was, I'd be so suspicious. She's like, I'd act nuts. She's like, now I have a boyfriend. He does whatever the hell he wants. And I don't want to know what he's up to, because I don't want him to know everything I'm up to. I'm not up to anything bad, but I want that separation. I want us to have our own individuality outside of the relationship. She's like, so, some things that were important to you just go away. And it happened. And I wasn't even expecting it to happen. It's just, maybe it was a coincidence, and this was just a big transformative year for me. But it's been good. And I was watching this documentary. I watched it a few times, 5'2". It's a Lady Gaga documentary. And she, during the filming of it, she was dating or engaged to Taylor Kinney. I think his last name's Kinney. He's actually from my hometown, which is really cool. But they were having problems, and she was talking to the camera saying, she's like, I'm 30 years old. Like, I feel the best I've ever felt, and my bullshit threshold with men has just gone down. It's zero. I don't want to deal with bullshit. I feel good. I feel the best I've felt, and I just want someone to be there with me, like, feeling good too. So I get it. Like, I feel it. I feel more of a confidence in myself, like a sense of knowing who I am, a sense of knowing my identity. I think for a while I had lost my identity. I was kind of all over the place. I was, too busy thinking about other people, thinking about what other people are thinking about what I should be doing, but what I haven't done. Just thinking about too much in the past. Not living in the present. And it is important to live in the present. It's like, I don't know, that whole like mindfulness thing. I don't really practice it. I think it's just, I think it's very important, but I think it just came to me. And I don't even know the secret of how, why this year has been better. But it's, to the untrained eye, it might seem to people that maybe I haven't progressed in terms of career-wise, but I feel like I have. And mentally, I am leaps and bounds from where I used to be, and it's just been good. And now I feel like this next year, I'll be 31 soon. I feel like this is going to be a huge year for me because I know who I am. I know what I want. I'm learning what I want again. And I'm ready to take it into action. And I think it's going to be an exciting year. So what I want to say is, like, getting older is kind of good. Being in your 20s is fine, but I feel like being in my 30s is going to be way better because now, I dealt with all the bullshit and hardships of my 20s and growing up and losing innocence to a degree, and now I'm just ready to focus on me and be a little selfish. I think it's a year for being selfish for me. So, I guess that's my next vlog, and if I want you guys to comment on anything and give me input, and we can chit chat and maybe come up with ideas for future posts. So thank you for watching Brewing the Emotions, and subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos soon. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.